The first light of day arrives as a whisper. It does not shout its arrival. Instead, it gently touches the highest peaks of the Grand Canyon's vast and ancient walls. A soft, pale gold spills over the rim, slowly making its way down into the deep, sleeping shadows below. The air is cool and still, holding the last remnants of the night's chill. It is a moment of pure silence, a sacred pause before the world awakens. The great chasm, carved by time itself, seems to hold its breath. This is a time of transition, where darkness gives way to the promise of a new day, and the immense scale of this natural wonder is slowly, beautifully revealed in the growing light. As the sun climbs higher, the colors begin to change with breathtaking speed. The pale gold deepens into a rich, warm orange, and then a brilliant, fiery red. These vibrant hues paint the layers of rock, each band telling a story millions of years old. The shadows, once deep and mysterious, begin to shrink, pulling back to reveal the intricate textures of the canyon walls. It is like watching a masterpiece being painted in real time, a spectacle that has occurred every morning for eons. The sheer size of it all is almost impossible to comprehend. It is a world within a world, a place of profound quiet and immense power, waiting for the life within it to begin its daily dance. The air starts to warm, carrying with it the faint, earthy scent of dust and desert plants. The silence is no longer absolute. A gentle breeze begins to move through the junipers and pines that cling to the canyon's rim, their needles rustling softly. This is the first sound of the new day, a subtle announcement that the world is stirring from its slumber. Down below, in the deepest parts of the canyon, the darkness still holds on, but its reign is ending. The light is a life-giving force, and soon it will reach every corner, every ledge, and every hidden crevice, beckoning the creatures of this incredible landscape to start their day. This daily spectacle is a powerful reminder of nature's grand, unceasing rhythm. It is a performance that requires no audience, yet it is one of the most magnificent sights on our planet. The sunrise over the Grand Canyon is not just a visual event, it is a feeling. It inspires a sense of awe and humility, a deep connection to the Earth's long and patient history. For the animals and plants that call this place home, this is not a spectacle, but a signal. Searching, hunting, growing, and surviving in one of the world's most dramatic and challenging environments. As the sun's warmth spreads, the first signs of movement begin. A small lizard, a collared lizard perhaps, emerges from its rocky crevice. It remains perfectly still for a moment, absorbing the sun's energy. Its body needs this warmth to become active, to be able to hunt for insects and escape from predators. All around, the insect world is also awakening. Ants begin to march in determined lines, searching for food left over from the night. A beetle scuttles across a patch of sand, its dark shell glistening in the morning light. These small lives are the foundation of the canyon's ecosystem, the first to rise and set the stage for the larger creatures. The air, once silent, now fills with a growing chorus of sounds. The cheerful cascading song of a canyon wren echoes off the rock walls, its melody amplified by the vast open space. This is its territory, and its song is a declaration to all who will listen. Other birds join in, each with their own unique call. A raven lets out a deep, throaty croak as it soars on the morning thermals, its black form a stark contrast against the red rock. These sounds are the pulse of the canyon, a sign that life is in full swing. It is a symphony of survival, where every note has a purpose, every call a meaning. Down on the canyon floor, a coyote trots silently along a dry wash. Its keen senses are on high alert. It listens for the rustle of a mouse in the brush and sniffs the air for the scent of a rabbit. The morning is a crucial time for hunting, before the day's heat becomes too intense. The coyote moves with an easy, efficient grace, a master of its environment. Its presence is a reminder that this beautiful landscape is also a place of constant struggle, where the line between hunter and hunted is drawn anew each day. Every creature here is perfectly adapted for this life, shaped by the canyon's unique challenges. The first rays of sun also awaken the smaller mammals. A rock squirrel peeks out from its burrow among the boulders. Cautiously, it scans the sky for hawks and the ground for snakes, before scurrying out to find seeds and nuts. These small creatures are vital to the health of the canyon, spreading seeds as they forage and becoming a food source for larger predators. Their busy, often hidden lives are an essential part of the intricate web that connects all living things here. The canyon is now fully awake, a bustling community of life going about its daily business in this grand vertical world. The skies and cliffs of the Grand Canyon are a kingdom ruled by birds. Soaring high above on the rising currents of warm air is the California condor, one of the most magnificent and rarest birds in the world. With a wingspan that can exceed 9 feet, it glides effortlessly across vast canyon distances. These giants are scavengers, the canyon's cleanup crew. They spot carcasses from miles away with razor-sharp eyesight. Seeing a condor in flight is breathtaking, a living link to a prehistoric sky. Clinging to sheer vertical rock faces are peregrine falcon nests. Peregrines are the fastest animals on the planet, diving at over 200 miles per hour, striking other birds in midair. The cliffs give them perfect vantage points for spotting prey and safe nest sites for raising young. A falcon's shrill cry echoes through the canyon. Speed, power, precision. Not all canyon birds are predators. The walls host many smaller species. White-throated swifts nest in tiny cliff crevices, spend almost their entire lives airborne, even drinking and bathing on the wing. Canyon wrens sing beautifully, building cup-shaped nests under overhangs, delicate homes in massive stone. These birds add motion and song, their flitting and calls bringing life to the cliffs. These feathered residents are deeply tied to the canyon. Cliffs provide homes and protection. Sun-heated walls create updrafts that give birds effortless lift. In return, birds sustain the ecosystem. Scavengers keep the landscape clean. Smaller birds pollinate plants and control insects. A balanced relationship, life adapted to a vertical world. At the very bottom of this immense chasm flows the lifeblood of the canyon, the Colorado River. Its waters, powerful and relentless, are what carved this masterpiece over millions of years. But you know, the river is more than just a geological force. It is a world of its own, a teeming aquatic habitat hidden beneath its turbulent surface. The water can be cold and swift, presenting a unique set of challenges for the creatures that live here. To survive in the Colorado, fish must be strong, resilient, and highly specialized. This is not a gentle, placid stream, but a mighty, dynamic river that really commands respect. One of the most remarkable inhabitants is the humpback chub. This is a fish found nowhere else on Earth, a true native of the Colorado River. It has a pronounced hump behind its head, which is thought to act as a stabilizer, helping it to stay steady in the fast-flowing, unpredictable currents. Its large, curved fins act like hydrofoils, allowing it to navigate the turbulent water with ease. The humpback chub is a survivor, a living fossil that has existed in this river system for millions of years, perfectly adapted to its powerful and often murky environment. It is a symbol of the river's unique and threatened biodiversity. Another native fish is the speckled dace, a smaller but equally tough species. It lives in the shallower, slower-moving eddies and backwaters along the river's edge. This provides a refuge from the main current's powerful force. The dace feeds on algae, small aquatic insects that are washed into the river from the surrounding landscape. It is an important part of the river's food web, providing a source of food for larger fish and some birds. Its speckled camouflage helps it to blend in with the gravel and sand of the riverbed, protecting it from predators. Unfortunately, the world of these native fish has been drastically changed. The construction of dams like the Glen Canyon Dam upstream has altered the river's natural flow temperature and sediment load. The water released from the bottom of the dam is now much colder than it was historically, which affects the ability of native fish to spawn and grow. The dams also block the natural migration routes of fish and have allowed non-native species like rainbow trout carp to thrive. These new arrivals often outcompete the native fish for food and resources, putting their very survival at risk. The ribbon of green that lines the banks of the Colorado River stands in stark contrast to the red rock that surrounds it. This is the Riparian zone, a lush and vibrant corridor of life made possible by the constant presence of water. Here, trees like willows grow, their roots reaching deep to drink from the river. Cottonwoods grow, their roots reaching deep to drink from the river. This narrow band of vegetation creates a critically important habitat, an oasis in the desert. It provides shade, shelter, and food for a host of animals that would otherwise be unable to survive in the canyon's arid depths. It is, honestly, a world of its own, distinct from the dry slopes above. This riverside habitat is a magnet for wildlife. Beavers, nature's engineers, build their lodges along the banks, using willow branches for both food and construction. Their dams create small ponds and wetlands, further diversifying the habitat and providing a home for amphibians, insects, and fish. Raccoons patrol the shoreline at night, their nimble fingers searching for crayfish, frogs, and berries. The tracks of these and other animals are imprinted in the soft mud, telling a story of the constant search for food and water along this vital corridor. Birds are especially abundant in this green oasis. The brilliant blue of a great blue heron can often be seen standing motionless in the shallows, patiently waiting to spear a fish with its sharp beak. Belted kingfishers dive headfirst into the water to catch small minnows, their rattling call a common sound along the river. In the dense willow thickets, smaller songbirds like the yellow warbler build their nests and raise their young, finding an abundance of insects to feed on. This concentration of life is a direct result of the river's presence, which supports a much richer food web than the surrounding desert. The connection between the river, the plants, and the animals here is clear and direct. The river provides the water that allows the plants to grow. The plants, in turn, provide food and shelter for the animals. The animals, through their grazing and other activities, help to shape the plant community. And when these animals die, their bodies decompose and return nutrients to the soil, further enriching the riparian zone. It is a complete and self-sustaining ecosystem, a narrow but incredibly important thread of life woven through the heart of the Grand Canyon, all thanks to the power of water. The plants of the Grand Canyon are, honestly, masters of survival. They live in a world of extremes, scorching summer heat, freezing winter cold, very little water for much of the year. To live here, they have developed an incredible array of adaptations. Many plants, like the cacti, have thick, waxy skins that reduce water loss. The iconic prickly pear cactus stores water in its flat, fleshy pads. Prickly pear spines are modified leaves that protect it from thirsty animals. Those spines also cast tiny shadows, a crucial advantage in relentless sun. On rocky slopes and ledges you find other resilient plants. The agave, or century plant, grows as a low rosette of thick, pointed leaves.